in Maryland. Hi. She has a question that I may not be able to answer. Hello.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy
How are you?
Friday. That's what you do.
Hey, okay. I know Carrie, don't get me because I know it's Foolishness Friday, so I figured I could come and ask this crazy question. Maybe somebody can help me.
Okay.
Because I was listening to the closing arguments today with Fani Willis. So is it the two people that was mad at her and him turned them in? One was the Wade's attorney, and the other one that was supposed to be her friend.
Her friend,
so those are two that got all of this started.
Yes. So I'm glad you brought it up because it's actually on my list. I don't know about the lady. We vaguely talked about the lady that was one of her friends that Fani was like, we ain't friends. This, because she did snitch. But the other snitch was Terrence Bradley. I'm going to put his name out there because it's in the story so y'all can Google search. Terrence Bradley, an Atlanta area lawyer who is billed as the star witness. You imagine. So what does it say about the two black people turned into two black people? And this is why Trump may walk from the worst case that's on him. And it's a damn shame. Now, Bradley took the stand. And while he was reluctant now because he had to think about it, because the fate of the world rests on your damn snitching of their relationship. And now this man may walk and be president. It's on you, Terrence Bradley. Hundreds of text messages that the New York Times retrieved show that Bradley, because they filed an FOI, Bradley, the former law partner and friend of Wade, helped a defense lawyer to expose the relationship between Wade and Fani Willis. And the text also revealed that Bradley, who served for a time as Wade's divorce lawyer, so this gets nasty, he was the divorce lawyer defending Wade until the two men had a bitter falling out. This is some petty ish right here. So, he assisted. Then he went and assisted in the effort to reveal the relationship, the romance. He provided all of the details, at least for 4 months of their relationship. Terrence Bradley did that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
What did they say? What they fell out about?
Nah.
So
what you think they're from? What you think? What you know? What you know, Lamont? What you know? It's Friday. We don't know nothing. These
allegedly.
There we go.
The internet. I participated in some closed Facebook groups.
Okay.
Apparently, Mr. Bradley was knocking down some of the interns.
Oh, where in Wade's
office? Yes. Correct.
Oh.
And they were like, nah, man, we can't rock like that. And, showed him the door. And then you disloyal fool ass. Yeah, he went that way.
Oh, wow.
But the information that he leaked to the defense attorney that's repping the Trump people. I'm like, how where do you think that was going to turn out good? How did you, who raised you?
Should we unpack this a little bit? Because this happens a lot. I feel like this is
too much.
This happens too often. That it happened is a problem. It's problematic. On some petty, you hurt my feelings. I don't like you no more. So I'm going to go now blow up the world.
Everything.
Because this doesn't impact just Wade and Fani Willis. This the rest of us sitting there like this man tried to steal an election, which is illegal, and he's on the ballot. It could freaking win the presidency, and you just handed him. This is the best case they had to put his ass in jail, and y'all farting around on some, I don't like him, so I'm going to call Trump's lawyers. This is some...
And you're an attorney, so every possible outcome. They're coming for your phones. They you know what I mean? Like, what did you think was going to happen?
What you make of this, Roderick?
I mean, it sounds super petty. I do want to know why they fell out. But then it makes me wonder if he is the one that came to Trump and them. Maybe they do have more than we think. You know what I mean? Because to me, it sounded like they were just a fishing expedition last week where they didn't really have nothing and they were just hoping they would corroborate something. They didn't present any evidence of anything wrong.
Nah, today was a little nastier, and I was like, this is.
So maybe this is getting to the meat of it, where they actually do have some things, and it's like, this dude was your divorce lawyer, so he does know when the relationship started and presenting evidence. So if that's the case, that it just because the whole time I've only been focused on just is this going to be about getting Trump or not? So like, if this is going to be a hindrance to that, then I guess then that's sad.
What about client patient, or what is it, client,
Yeah,
lawyer,
attorney-client privilege.
Attorney-client privilege. Thank you, Smith, and Lamont and everybody else who trying to help me get my thoughts together. Yeah. What about that? I mean, isn't there a breach here somewhere?
Well, that's the thing. So the reason why in the beginning when I on Facebook I was like, oh man, it's a wrap. I said it's a wrap, because the whole thing is, regardless of whether it's none of our business, it speaks to credibility. And so once they poke the holes in their litigious and professional credibility, then everything they say after that in the court of public opinion, it's gonna hold no water. So that's why I said for the dude to go to the defense attorney of the people that they're working on the case, and you go to them to leak it. Like, what was your ultimate? And like, it's got to, like Russ, it has to be more to. Did he attend a Diddy party or something? It got to be more to it than just that. And it was going to turn out any other way.
Well, what's also horrible is that they're now, because the judge said, well, if this is the case, then shouldn't we look at every single case that she's prosecuted? So what's that Rico case with the rapper?
Young Thug.
YSL.
Like, look at all the cases. Look at all of them, please. Oh, it's
just so wild that this would be the thing you would look at cases for. Because, normally when you talking about corruption or something, you talking about like people on the take, you talking about proven bias or something. In this case, it's like she was banging this dude at one
consensual.
point. Right, consensual, like nothing unethical about it or illegal about it, but just a pure like, this was bad decision making, Your Honor. We think you should throw out the entire case about election fraud.
and they're all risking being disbarred over inappropriateness. Meanwhile, the other guy was convicted of rape.
Right.
He was convicted of rape, and he's still
and we arguing about this. Crazy.
Yeah.
I hope they don't throw out the case and they just, if they're going to remove her, that the case doesn't, because the case is still the case. He still did those things. So maybe they'll get another prosecutor. But again, the other problem is you ain't going to be able to find somebody to prosecute it because your life is on the line.
No.
People getting death threats, judges getting mailed substances, and people's addresses being put out on the damn internet. People got to move from their houses, as Fani Willis did. This ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? People acting like, oh, they could have just got anyone. She had to pay that money because not many people wanted to take this case because their lives literally on the bounce. Because guess what? These Trump people crazy, and they mean it. All right. You know what? Let me just play some. Just since you brought it up, Kim, which you didn't, but since she brought it up, I want to play some clips so y'all get a sense of how much they mean it. This is
I hope you play the one I heard today.
Which one did you hear today?
About the Civil War.
Hold on, Smiz. Hold on. Clip three, Smiz, the Trump voter.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a revolution.
What does that look like to you?
Total mayhem. But I think it's going to be the only choice that some people see.
They say Joe Biden wins the White House again. You don't believe that he actually does. How does Trump come into power then?
It may be up to us.
Is that a physical takeover of the White House?
Could be. And it wouldn't just be the White House, it would be the country.
The Pentagon?
Sure.
And you think that human life could be a consequence of that?
It could be. It's called collateral damage and the cost of war.
They're preparing for something that I don't know if we're prepared for. But yeah, and that's not the only clip. I know I took that one off the script today, but Smith, the Jack Posobiec clip, you have that one?
All right, welcome. I just wanted to say, welcome to the end of democracy. We're here to overthrow it completely. We didn't get all the way there on January 6th, but we will endeavor to get rid of it and replace it with this right here. We'll replace it with this right here.
Amen.
That's right, because all glory is not to government, all glory to God.
He's holding up a Bible. They're going to replace our government with a Bible with that right there. This is serious. Project 2025 is a real thing. And if anyone's in Missouri right now, anybody in Missouri, well, at the top of your gubernatorial ticket is a man. His name is Daryl Leon. You would think this is a brother. Daryl Leon McClanahan III. Daryl Leon. That's a name,
Yeah,
Daryl
it's like
Leon
Jerome, you know.
McClanahan III. He's on the top of the ticket of the GOP side of the gubernatorial race in Missouri. And he also is a quote unquote honorary KKK member. Now, I don't know. There's a picture of him standing next to people with the hoods on, with the Heil Hitler, with the, in front of a burning cross. And he says, he's an honorary member. I'm not a real member, Matter of fact, when he was asked about the picture, he said, yeah, that's me. It's an invisible empire. It's an invisible empire, the KKK, invisible empire with the Nazi salute. And this is 2019. So this is not from his college days. This is like a few years ago. And he's running for governor and is at the top of the ticket. And it's not even like David Duke, who was out now. This is, I think, more insidious because of flying under the radar. But y'all playing around. This I feel like it's a lot going on here that we ain't even considering.
No, we're not at all. And they've been training and grooming and conditioning, whole populations for a good 30, 40 years, but with a intense 10-year run, the last 10 years. And those of us who are insulated in major metropolitan areas, we don't necessarily get that energy. Like if we live in the, the black centers, the DCs, the Charlottes, the Detroits, we'll have a little couple things. But in these other areas where they, walking through town and militias and there was a gentleman, and this is a national news story, but there was a gentleman who was found hanged in the Georgia woods. And they haven't, they don't know foul play, they don't know suicide. It's no details out, but there are things that are happening, like with kind of a precursor, if you will. So we need to be on high alert. I mean, we the stuff we argue about on social media and in friend and family circles is completely different from what's being talked about on the other side. Completely different.
That's a fact. Roger, are you concerned about this craziness?
I mean, I'm always, anytime you're talking about armed revolution and stuff, I'm always worried in America because they got the guns, and our side like to talk like we got the guns, but we don't got the guns. So it's like whenever somebody be like, we should just let it burn on down, I'm like, you don't have any, and then what? Prayer circle? Like, we can't let the country fall to chaos specifically because a lot of the order that, even the stuff that we resent, a lot of that order is the only thing in place protecting you from your fellow American. So, hopefully, and I hope people listen to that and see, because I was trying to explain to somebody, I hope they see the difference between Democrats and Republicans when it comes to, and I'm not talking about the politicians, I'm talking about the voters. The difference is they voting no matter what. They don't care. They're never going to be, hey man, should we just kind of mess around this year? Hey, I was thinking, I might just sit this one out. They never say that. They never, and then we go, why is their side seem to win so much? Or why does their side seem to have one, like they can get aligned? Because their alignment is going to vote and support whatever crazy stuff is on the ballot. They don't care. We got to, if you want to be like that, you got to get like that. I don't really be voting for stuff. I'll be voting against stuff. I'll be waking up early on primary and voting day, early voting day. I'll be waking up like, I can't wait to make their life harder, because I don't want my life to keep getting harder like this. So I hope people keep this energy for our side.